But not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 180!
Come on. You better bring it.
I got you. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Now Balaj. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. 180! 65. Check 52. 80 weapon.
They run it with Balaj. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6. Pull it high.
You remember me? Let's go.
Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
You ain't doing nothing.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one good for 26 and a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Check 9.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is the tight end Fant. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch twist. 11. Hey, alert.
Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
13. I got you. Hey, Foxtrot.
Bandit.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Jaguars take over first. Let's go! At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Check 4.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 37.
5-9.
That's got to be a long.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Get that ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
21. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 21. Sponge. Hey, gun. Bravo.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Here we go.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Seibert now to kick this thing away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
64, weak.
Kill. Tighten up. Showing it.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And some space here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch the edge.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, teach your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Garoppolo now. And he finds Penny. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, every day, any day.
I got you.
Staying open. Hey,
12.
50.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
13.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I got you.
Hey, alert!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's our time. Check 31, check 31. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Let's get this.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kareem Hunt, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's
caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Kill. Kill.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go.
In Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Under 10.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Brown, 45 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it around.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a
3-and-out,
my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run again with Hunt. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Ready. Blue 80. 57.
Know your job.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yellow lady, you kill. Keep playing hard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 1, Omaha. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180! It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 24, check 24. Hey, gun. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go, here we go. 11. Watch the slip.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike 37.
Too little, Captain. Alert. Easy, opposite.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
95-56.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Spill. Hey, easy. Watch the twin.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead.
29. Jaguars 21.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken very short. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He's coming. We got double.
They run with Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Ready?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run again with Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, Hunt works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It does allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
5-9.
This is Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offense.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Ready. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
I'm on. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first down.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kalen Ballage. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm here all day.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
0-2.
There's Breeze. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breida, he'll try the right side. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown. Good play. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one travels out of bounds. So a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back.
Hey, easy.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Watch the screen. 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 Check, check. Fresno. Wait a second. Fresno.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Get it, baby. Boom.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.